Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Watchtower Examination. Today we're going to be talking about something different. We're going to be speaking about the XJW community, the community that is actively speaking out against the Watchtower organization, bringing awareness to the problems with the policies and all things Watchtower that people need to know. Now, if you know me well, you will know that apart from religion, I also follow politics. And I'm a bit intrigued by American politics, what is going on in the United States today with Donald Trump and Joe Biden and all of it. And so I follow a few other channels and see what's happening there. I follow CNN, MSNBC. Some people like that I do not follow Fox, etc. But I don't want to get into that. I want to share something with you that's relevant to the XJW community, that's relevant to anti-JW activism and the Watchtower organization. I was watching a video on a channel called The Young Turks. And in the middle of the video, a promotion was made where one of the hosts is making the point that the channel is in trouble and they need help. They're asking persons to sign up for YouTube memberships, something I'm not fully aware of, something I don't understand very well. But I know that YouTube allow persons to have memberships, and it's a means by which creators can get support from viewers. But there was something about that struck me, because this channel has been struggling. It's been really a challenge to keep the videos going. And I did a video about over a month ago asking for some assistance. And I felt like I don't want to go down that road again. But when I saw the Young Turks channel with over 5 million subscribers, they easily get hundreds of thousands of views on their videos, saying they are in trouble. I thought to myself, well, if the Young Turks with 5 million subscribers and hundreds of thousands of daily views, if that channel can be in trouble, mark you, let's be fair. With my channel, I'm the only one operating. With the Young Turks, they are a team. They have staff that must be paid and all of that. But even so, they have millions of subscribers. They do other things apart from, to bring revenue apart from just their YouTube views and ad revenue. They sell merchandise and they do other things. They also have a Patreon and all of that. So do they? Don't quote me on that. I know that many other channels do. I can't say for sure if the Young Turks channel does. But most channels also have a Patreon account and they ask their subscribers to support. But this is not just about me. I want you to bear with me, because that got me thinking, and I decided the gentleman said something which was the point that triggered me. He said, we are struggling as so many other channels are. And that was a part that got my attention. So I thought to myself, am I the only channel in the Watchtower space that is struggling to stay above board? And so I decided to just look on the other channels I've subscribed to and others that I have not subscribed to see what's happening. And then I saw a disturbing pattern. Most of the channels, the number of views to the videos slowly decreasing. Most of the channels not producing as many videos as they used to. Typically, I'm going to share something with you that if you're not into YouTube, you probably would not know this. It's a strange thing for me. I always thought that, take my channel. I thought that with over 1,000 videos, that even if I'm not doing videos on a regular basis, the other videos, the over 1,000 videos would be getting views that would help to keep the channel going. Not so at all. What I have discovered is that it is the new videos that drive traffic to the older ones. If you don't do a video for a while, you just see your channel hardly gets any view whatsoever. And I suppose that other persons will tell you the same thing. So in this space, interestingly, and I have a feeling that the reason is that we are doing like we're a bit like the news media that's commenting on current things. If you, for example, have a channel where you speak about how to fix something on a computer, that video is going to be getting, constant views, because there will always be people with that problem who are always searching for a solution and will always therefore watch your video. But when we are looking on current things and, one thing moves on, people are not going to be watching the same videos over and over and over and over and over. So maybe that's the reason it's such a challenge for us who are doing this sort of content. So as I said, I did observe that the other channels as well seems to be not producing videos as regularly as they used to, and that the views to the channels are going down. I thought to show you specifically, but I figured that maybe the other operators of the channels may not be comfortable me showing their statistics. I found that sometimes it's best that you just speak about yourself and not talk so much about others. But what it does say to me, therefore, is that the Watchtower could be winning the battle. Now, let me hasten to say the Watchtower is losing the war, because I believe it is safe to say that the activism that goes on social media against the organization is having good effect. That is why they're having difficulty growing in countries where the internet is prevalent, so that we are doing a pretty effective job in helping to bring awareness to the organization and helping people to wake up. I have a strong feeling that this matter of PIMO is a direct result of what is happening on YouTube, bringing awareness and exposure to the Watchtower organization. And so I have been thinking about it, because it is really a difficult thing to keep the channel going. And I can't speak to all the channels, so I'll speak to you a little bit about what my situation is. For example, when I did the last video, someone made a gracious comment that they prefer when I speak than use the text-to-speech to do the videos. And I understand, because I also prefer to be speaking to you. I prefer to be coming on the camera and speaking with you than doing a video where I'm using visual aids and I'm using text-to-speech. But it's a very difficult thing. It's a very time-consuming thing doing a video. When you do the audio, I have to then take it into an audio editing software, cut out the arms and the little errors that you make here and there, and, cut out the background noise and all of that. So some editing goes on with the audio. Not to mention, of course, when you do video, there's even so much more editing to be done. So that when you're able to just type what you want to say and put it into the app that does the text-to-speech, then you save a considerable amount of time. And it was so interesting, because when I did that video, the plan was not to comment. The plan was just to show the clips from the governing body and intersperse it with that promotional video about their convention. But as I was doing that video, I felt it important to give some commentary as I went along. So it would have been far more time consuming had I recorded that video. But persons not familiar with the behind the scenes activities would not understand. And I'll share something else with you. There are two ways to do videos. Of course, there may be many other ways, but there are two distinct ways for me to do my videos, and there is a big advantage with one of the methods. One method is to wing it. You know exactly what you want to say, as I'm doing now. You know exactly what you want to say. It's in your head and you come before the camera and you say it. But at other times when you're commenting on a topic related to the Watchtower, for example, you are responding to an article, you're going to be making reference to other statements that were made in the past. You're going to make reference to quotations from other articles. That I have found that the best way for me to do those videos is to script it. Because if I don't script it, I end up, it's a little disorganized. You say something and when you're finished editing, you realize that, oh, I forgot to mention this, or there was something else that I should have said. So that the best way for me to produce good content is to do a script where my thoughts are organized. Now, organizing your thoughts is one thing. Being able now to say exactly what you want to say, putting all the sentences together, is another challenge. And so I use a teleprompter. So I prepare the script, I use the teleprompter, and I'm able to just read the full script like I am speaking to you now. Some people would not know. Most of the videos I do with teleprompters, people would not know that I use a teleprompter. So that the teleprompter is very, very useful in helping me to get the videos out. It really does save a lot of time when you script it and you're able to follow with the teleprompter. My teleprompter subscription has expired. It's an annual subscription that I did. I can't afford to pay that subscription again. And so that is a reason you would, if you are observant, you would notice that in the last few videos I've done where I appear on screen, I only appear on the screen and say a few things. The rest of it is what I am reading and I use visual aids. So I wish I had my teleprompter. The simple reality, can't afford it. That the internet is due to be paid, likely to be disconnected anytime. The electricity to be paid. And if you watch the previous video where I asked for assistance, I indicated that I was trying to do something to help to supplement my income, which put me in a deeper hole. And so I was very, very pleased that having done that request, some persons came and assisted. So I was able to cover the debt, or most of it, but then the regular living expenses, the income, the revenue from the channel has not been able to do that. But let me just say something because I don't want to give the impression that, oh boy, doing a YouTube channel is so difficult. To be honest with you, if I can get back to doing videos on a regular basis, the YouTube revenue will eventually increase to the point where I can live, not comfortably, but survive on it. So that's what I'm trying to do, to shoot videos more frequently, to sort of get the channel back up. Because as I indicated, it is the frequency of the videos that you are doing that really helps to keep your channel going. Is the latest videos that drive traffic to the other videos that gives you a little income that you're able to keep doing your videos. So as I said, I don't want to mention other channels because nobody made me spokesperson for the community, so I don't want to highlight what's going on with other channels. But I would encourage you to go to your favorite channel, click on Viddyoze, and see if you observe what I observe, that most of the activists on YouTube are not producing videos as frequently as they used to, and that the number of views that the videos are getting are gradually getting smaller. Maybe I'm the one, maybe I'm wrong. See if you observe the same thing. But what that would mean is that the fight that we're taking to the organization is sort of, watering down or tapering off, which is something that we can't afford to do now. Now that the governing body is on the back foot, now that they are in damage control, now that you can see that they are panicking, it is no time. This is not the time for the activism to be relaxing. So I made a suggestion like this a few years ago, and I cannot say that persons responded, but I would make a suggestion. If it is that mine is not the only channel that is struggling, then I think I can say then that the community needs your help, not just me. And I know I've always wondered, because I have observed as well that many of my subscribers are subscribers to many other channels. So it must be a strain on you if one channel is asking you for support, another one is asking for support, and not you can't be lending too much financial support, especially in these times, to multiple channels. So I thought it would be a good thing if you could look at your top 5 channels and become a patron, contributing $1 each to 5 of them, so that you're contributing $5 per month to help the channels going. And of course, it's totally up to you what you can do. But, you know, I can't speak for all the other channels, but I want to, if the Young Turks with 5 million subscribers is not ashamed to admit that they're having trouble, it really would be silly for me to be afraid. One of the things that I believe, because it's a little uncomfortable for me to ask for help, for the simple fact that you really don't see other channels doing it. But could it be? Let me share something with you that happened a few years ago. I suppose you will figure out who it was, but someone insulted an activist on YouTube, telling him that he should go get a job. He should go find something constructive to do instead of sitting before his camera every day doing videos. And that hurts. And I was watching a video. Well, I'll mention Wally because I watched a video with Wally where he was speaking about his personal life. But he mentioned something that I've heard other YouTubers mention, is how the negative comments from viewers can affect you. I try not to, but I'm fortunate. To be honest with you, I don't get a lot of negative comments. But when the negative comments do come, they can hit you. So when people make negative comments when you ask for assistance, as I've seen happen, that is a reason. I could be wrong, but I suspect that is the reason the other channels do not ask for assistance, because there's this feeling, and maybe, I don't know what it is, there's this feeling of pride. No one wants to feel like they're begging money. There's something about it that doesn't come off well. And so we are reluctant to do that. But this is something that I really, really am passionate about. I've given thought more than once to giving up the channel and go get a job and find something else to do. But this is the passion. I remember a friend of mine saying to me, Winston, if this is what you love, stick to it and don't worry about your survival. The Lord will provide. He said that and it rang with me. But the thing about it that resonated with me is that if this is your passion, every time I think about quitting, I think about the comments that I keep seeing that your videos are helping. And I'm thinking that if the videos are helping people, then do not give it up for any reason. Because that is really what makes my life worth living. Just the thought that what I'm doing is helping others. And the thought that it is helping others to get out of deception from this organization and to come into a saving relationship with Jesus, that means a lot to me. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm seeking your assistance to get the channel going. I will not need this for a long time. It's just until I can get to the place where the videos are, I'm able to do the videos on a regular basis so that I can eventually get the YouTube revenue back up to a livable standard. So with that, I encourage you to lend your support as much as you can, but I also invite you as well to look at what is happening with the other channels and see if you have observed what I have observed. So it is either that Watchtower Examination is in trouble and needs your financial support, or the entire activism community. I was going to say XJW, but I'm not an XJW. Neither is Jason Zelda who I have not seen do a video for a long time now, come to think of it. But the community that is helping to bring awareness to the Watchtower organization is probably in trouble. Probably they are. But I know for sure that this channel is, and I need your support. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for the next video where I'm going to be speaking with you. That's what I came here actually to do. A video about something quite sinister and queer about the Watchtower. I'm going to say Watchtower examination. About the Watchtower organization. Thanks so much for watching. Do subscribe to the channel. Give as much support as you can. I'd really appreciate it.
The Jehovah's Witness organization will be protested, appropriately during National Suicide Prevention Month on September 13th, 2024, at the White House. Please join the protest or help promote it. Log on to the website befreeprotest.com. That's befreeprotest.com. Our goal is to get Watchtower and other cults like them defunded. Absolutely no one should be shunned for no longer believing in their former religion. This is coercion and a violation of human rights. Join us in raising awareness about this vital protest by sharing it across all your social media platforms. Let your friends, family, and followers know about the harmful actions of the Watchtower and the need to put a stop to their abusive behavior. By sharing the message, you can help bring greater attention to this issue and empower those who have suffered at the hands of this organization. Together, we can stand up for justice and hold Watchtower accountable for their actions. Don't hesitate to share this message and invite others to join on the day of the protest. Log on today to befreeprotest.com to learn more and to indicate your intention to attend.
May the grace of the Lord Jesus Christ and the love of God and the fellowship of the Holy Spirit be with you all.